The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 Summer Edition, or waning summer edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. The Local Show features conversations about local businesses. We talk to the business owners, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, business advocates, and other business-friendly organizations. We learn how they got into business, why they do business right here in Syracuse, New York, and where their businesses might be going in the future. You're going to hear all about their successes, their challenges, opportunities, marketing, and advertising. We're broadcasting from the Zoey Advertising Studios, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. And you can see the whole thing on YouTube if you're inclined to go over there. And you can like and follow and all that kind of jive. So now we say hearty, healthy good morning to Steve Roberts. How you doing there, Steve?
Never better, Tom.
Okay, good. Have a leaf and a smile.
Yeah, no, the waning summer thing, I'm okay with spring.
Yeah.
Summer and fall, those are okay. I just hate the big W. I just do.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had really, terrible winters.
No, but it's cold.
Yeah,
it's just no fun. People are like, oh, they go ski. I'm a fisherman. I don't ice fish. Never. That isn't my thing. So when it's cold, I just dream of going somewhere warm.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do around here. Labor Day is certainly not a fun time that I can remember. I'm trying to think if I ever enjoyed. No, like people say, oh, we got the big Labor Day party. No, it's not really time to celebrate. Now, Memorial Day parties, I'm all about it.
No, but Labor Day's gone.
Yeah.
The kids are in school.
Sure.
Everything is...
it's kind of
like Mom used to say, well, after Labor Day, everything closes.
I know,
and I always would fight it, but she was right.
Yeah, it's a mindset, really. And around here, we kind of go into hibernation mode. Oh, okay. So we got a great show, though. I forgot. I was going to go right into the interview, but I should tell people, who's on the show. Yeah. Matt Mallory is going to come up first. He's the owner of PS&Ed and Mallory Unlimited. And then Sheena Tiska is coming in. And Sheena is my cousin, just FYI, a little nepotism there. She is the owner of The Giving Bean, and we'll get her whole story. There's a whole story behind that. It's a food truck, or a coffee truck, if you will. Helen Kelly will stop by, development officer at Elmcrest Children's Center. And then Lou Greco, comedian and co-creator of the Uncle Louie Variety Show. Kelly Springer stops by, the owner of Kelly's Choice. She's a nutritionist and has a unique type of business. She works with Pathfinder Bank now, too. They have her whole program. Attorney John Murphy is the owner of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts.
We've interviewed him before, Tom.
Yeah, we have. And Anthony Valerio is the owner and founder of Four Winds Chimney. And then Bridget Hodson is the manager over there at Ichiban Japanese Steakhouse. And we'll talk with her and see what they got going on. Right now, it's Matt Mallory. How you doing there, Matt?
I'm good. I'm after all those names, I'm thinking I'm the opening act here. Yes. I gotta perform.
Yes, you do.
Well, listeners, it warms up. We have to have something on, so we just
you're on the radio a lot, and you're in various walks of life throughout Central New York. But let people know in about 20 seconds what you're all about.
Yeah, I think the thing that I do the most of is teach the handgun safety course, the 18-hour handgun safety course. I teach that about once a week between Runnings in Clay, Bass Pro Shops in Auburn, and then my place in Lafayette. Yeah. Also, some oddball courses is multi-state, so Utah, Florida, Pennsylvania. Got a PA trip coming up in February. And then another course that I just kicked off last December, so almost a year, is called Build Your Own AR. So I teach people how to build their own AR pistol or AR rifle.
So you get a lot of frequent flyer miles. Holy smokes.
Yeah, well, it's funny because on the way here, I'm thinking like, okay, where have I traveled to? And I'm thinking, geez, I'm not going to remember all this. So I had to write it down. Vegas, Florida, Colorado, Wisconsin, Texas, Maine, and PA 3 times. That's where I've been this year so far.
Do you like to travel?
No, I don't. I like to be home with the family.
Yeah, see, that's the way I am. Yeah, I don't want to travel, but you do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
if it calls, I had a course. I'm supposed to be going to Georgia in October, but I just canceled that yesterday because we didn't have enough students. So
okay.
This year's been weird.
Why would somebody want to build their own AR? I don't understand that.
Home defense.
Okay.
Right? I mean, the thing we say in the industry is you use your handgun to fight to get to your long gun.
Oh,
so
I see.
An AR is a long gun, right?
Hang on, say that again. I don't know that I've ever heard you say that.
Yeah, you use your handgun to fight to get to your long gun. So handguns are great for close quarter battle, and if you need to get, if somebody breaks into your house, they might have a handgun, but if they got a long gun, you'd want to match it, right?
Right. Okay.
So being able to get to a rifle or a shotgun is going to be more, you're more accurate. You can shoot it at a further distance. It's more firepower, more feet per second coming out of the front of that muzzle. So
right.
Yeah.
Do you for protection? Do you want to use a shotgun? So a scatter gun's better than
shotguns aren't bad. Yeah, double aught buckshot. For somebody who doesn't want to put the time, energy, effort, or money into training and learning the better way to do it, then a shotgun with double aught buck could be definitely a valuable
because
tool.
The spray can hit the whole side of the barn. I mean, is that really?
I mean,
you're going to hit somebody?
Yeah. I mean, and there's still that level of knowing, can it go through sheetrock? It can, right? So you don't want to be shooting at a bad guy in front of a wall of your kid's bedroom. So I mean, there's still a level of training people want to take. I'm actually doing a shotgun instructor or a shotgun course this weekend for law enforcement.
Do movies that have shootouts make you crazy?
They do. My wife hates watching movies with me.
You must be like, that doesn't make that sound.
Work.
That doesn't work.
Why did they rack the slide again?
Yeah, right.
Freeze. We don't say freeze in law enforcement.
So tell us about the alternative guns that are out there. My friend down the road, he's got a Byrna. I was checking it out. He had to go to Pennsylvania or something to get the actual tear gas and what have you.
So tear gas technically is illegal in New York State for civilians. Noxious material. OC, oleoresin capsicum, which people refer to that as pepper spray.
Okay.
That's legal for civilians to have.
Oh, that is. Okay.
Yep. And then New York State in the law, actually, the amount you're supposed to have, and there's some other things. I cover that. I do a pepper spray class for students. It's up on the calendar for September if anybody's interested. But like you said, Byrna, an alternative to that would be like the Sabre home defense launcher.
Okay.
Which is what.
Let me say, if YouTube listeners can see this online, and if you're on the radio, just picture it.
So there's a couple of these brands now that
absolutely.
And what they do is we know how New York State is, and basically if you shoot somebody on your own property, even if they're breaking and entering and they're going to cause you harm, you got to go through hell to try and prove that it was justified.
It's called an affirmative defense. So affirmative, yes, I did it. So you're admitting guilt to it already, and you have to be 1 million. People say 100%, and I forget that 1,000,000% defense.
Jeez.
So if there's anything swaying with that, then the prosecutor, the ADA or DA, could actually bring charges against you because you've admitted to doing it already. So you basically just put yourself in a.
What about these legal programs? They say, "Oh, join this thing, and and they will protect you if you shoot somebody in defense." What is that all about?
New York State calls that murder insurance, so they banned that.
No kidding.
Yep. New York State doesn't want you having insurance to cover yourself in case you get into a violent encounter, so they made it illegal. There is a court case that went up to the Supreme Court. I think it was in New York, but the Supreme Court just ruled that they can't do that. So we're starting to see that change and back up some. But yeah, the New York State doesn't like people defending themselves.
So all in all, with these the Byrna or the Sabre and stuff like that, is it a better alternative? Is it a good alternative? Do you like it?
It's an alternative, right? Okay. I mean, it's the firearm. If somebody's hell bent to kill you, then you want to be able to stop them from doing such. Your goal isn't to. I mean, good, moral, prudent people don't want to kill other people, right?
Right.
But you want to be able to stop somebody from trying to kill you. That's how I propose it in my classes.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, tools like this are better than nothing. But having a firearm and this, you just doubled up.
So someone wants to find out about classes, MalloryUnlimited.com. They can find out what's going on, or maybe they just have a question. We have a gun, we're not sure what to do.
Yeah,
they can talk to you. 567-9268 is the phone number. 567-9268. Mallory Unlimited. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
Coming up next, Steve, we're going to talk with Sheena Tiska. She's the owner of The Giving Bean, and she was a school teacher for a number of years. And we'll find out her story right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.